Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy BB27 here, and welcome to the September 2024 SML recap. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been kind of dreading recording this video just because this month for SML has been genuinely awful, and I can't sugarcoat it. It's been a bad month. It feels like it's really been a long time since I did a recap as well. Like, it feels like it's been months, but I can't even remember August now at this point. But yeah, here it is, the September 2024 recap, guys. I was debating whether I should do this or not, but I said, screw it, I'm gonna do it, just because I've been doing it every single month since pretty much the beginning of this year. So we're just gonna hop into it with the first video, which is Mr. Goodman Goes to Jail. So Mr. Goodman Goes to Jail was actually not like a terrible episode. I mean, it wasn't very good. It was obviously a bit of a rough start to this month, which, you know, considering what we've got, you know, makes sense. But the idea wasn't bad. He finally gets arrested for, you know, tax fraud, and the whole video basically, you know, takes place in the jail cell with him and his butler. But the problem with this video is that a lot of it is just straight up torture for Chives, and nothing else happens. I mean, sure, Bubbles comes in there, and then he, like, essays Chives in the jail cell, which is crazy. And this video is just basically a bunch of torture and just fucked up scenes that I didn't care for. Like, you could say, oh, this is so funny, but, like, the thing is, a lot of it is Goodman bitching and complaining, too, and being, you know, Goodman. And it's just not a good video. It is a very rough video to sit through. So it's maybe like a 5 out of 10 at best. I think that's what I gave it in my review. You know, it's not the best start to the month, and honestly, it doesn't get much better from here. It actually, in fact, gets worse, so we're just gonna go to the next video. Alright, so the next video is Brooklyn Guy's Sad Day. So this is another pretty stupid video. Basically, I mean, I'm not going to recap the entire plot, but the whole thing of it is like, oh, Steve Irwin died or something, and it's like a celebrity video where Brooklyn Guy's sad, and it's like Beyonce is in it, but it's a bunch of cringy AI editing, and that's kind of the worst part of this episode, is that they use this weird, like, AI editing that is just so cringy and stupid. It's not funny. There's a bunch of scenes in this video that drag on way too long, and the only thing that ends up being good is Karen, which is pretty surprising because Karen's usually not a good character, but she was the only good part of this episode besides maybe the Drake joke near the ending. There wasn't a whole lot to even think about. Like, I can't remember most of this video. There was a long red couch segment, though, where they were trying to play, like, charades or something, and it just kept going on and on and on. It was so fucking stupid. And yeah, like the President Biden part was just dumb, and then everybody was getting mad at Brooklyn Guy, and then the ending where they, like, taped a picture of Beyonce to a puppet and had her, like, apologize or something to Brooklyn Guy. The whole thing was just dumb. This video is maybe like a 4 out of 10 at best. I mean, sure, it wasn't, like, as bad as some of the other stuff this month, but it was really fucking stupid. I'm just gonna go to the next video. Alright, so the next video is Impractical Jokesters. So this was a video, when it came out, I thought, okay, Logan's finally breaking the awful streak that he had, where, you know, we ended August with some bad videos, and we're going into September with some bad videos, so maybe this video was the one to get him back on the right track. And although the first half of this video is incredibly good, and it's very well done, I love the parody of the Impractical Jokers. The show itself is amazing, and I was a very big fan of this video, but then the second half comes into play, where it goes back to the puppets. Okay, sorry about that, I was losing my voice. Anyways, we go back to the puppets, and then a giant rat poison argument takes place for the last 5 minutes, where it's basically just Junior and Cody fighting, and Junior being dumb, and then he kills Chef Pee-Pee because he wants to prank him so badly, and then Cody just gets him arrested. It's such a lazy cop-out ending to a really good video. Like, I love the skit, like, the skit's incredible, but it doesn't make for a 10 out of 10 video. Like, it doesn't save that last half. And I think initially I rated this one way too high. I think I gave it like a 9 out of 10. I'm dropping that to a 6 out of 10, which may seem kind of harsh. I do love the beginning of the video, guys, but the video itself overall is not that good. Like, it falls off really hard in the second half. So I can't really say this is that good of a video, which is kind of unfortunate, because this one honestly could have been a 10 if the skit was just, you know, the entire video, and it wasn't just a bunch of weird bitching and complaining between Junior and Cody at the ending. I know they needed an ending, and they could have just done more pranks. Like, with Jeffy pooping on the chicken, I thought that was pretty funny, but then it goes immediately into the rat poison argument, which I hated. So I can't give this video that much credit, unfortunately, so we're gonna move on. Alright, so now we get Junior's Big Playtime 4. This was probably the worst big playtime they've done, and honestly, I'm not really a big fan of the big playtimes in general. Sure, when the first one came out, I thought it was great, and the second one was okay, but then the third one came out, and I'm like, they're really dragging this on, and it just started kind of falling off hard. This series has nothing on the original playtime. If anyone hasn't seen that, please go watch it. It's very good. But Junior's Big Playtime is just kind of weak. But this fourth episode that came out this month, or, you know, last month, wasn't good. It was extremely annoying. There was this whole big segment at the ending where Junior's getting his ass beat by everybody, and then he's like, stop, guys, we gotta stop playing. I'm getting hurt for real, which wasn't very funny. A lot of the scenes are extremely repetitive, which I know a lot of people say that about playtime anyways, but this one felt like they were literally doing nothing different. At least with the third big playtime, there's this whole scene where he, like, is a pizza man, and he hooks up with this emo chick, and it's kind of funny, but with this one, literally nothing happens, like, nothing really gets achieved. Like, at least with the third one, it kind of felt like it was going somewhere, but this one, no, and it's pretty terrible. So, I'm gonna have to go 3 out of 10 on this one. I didn't enjoy it very much, and, you know, that's a common trend for September. I didn't fucking enjoy it. It kind of sucked. Guys, I'm not trying to pretend I like this or sugarcoat it. No, like, I'm giving you my brutally honest review of September, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for it, but whatever. This is how I felt, and this is what the September recap's going to be like, so I'm sorry. Moving on. Alright, so then we get one of the worst videos of the month. Surprisingly not the worst. Cody the Killer. This video is straight up awful. It's almost unwatchable. It's fucking unbearable, honestly, in some scenes. When this first came out, I was kind of excited because I thought they were going to do a cool plotline where Cody, like, went crazy and, like, Junior and Joseph were terrified of him and had to, you know, stop him from killing people. But no, this entire thing is one big misunderstanding where, you know, Cody, like, I don't know, slips and there's bees attack him and he's falling over and he grabs a shovel because he was digging up a hole. Some dumb storyline, I don't know. And then he comes home and they think that he killed people. And they're like, oh, the news is on and crazy killer, you know, killed this mom or something. It's just a dumb fucking video. It's such a dumb video. The entire thing, mind you, takes place on the red couch. One location, it's just the red couch and nothing else happens. Sure, there's a couple scenes where they call up Tyrone, but these are very weird scenes where he's making a cheese pizza joke, which I don't know if Logan is alluding to something with that. Like, I know you guys may be like, oh, what are you talking about? But, like, there was something strange about it. Like, he's naked and he's talking about being hard over pizza. Like, it's fucking weird and disgusting. And the whole video is just so annoying and unbearable to sit through. It's just the same joke over and over again. It's them freaking out over Cody. And then for some reason, Penelope comes by and they're using her as like a prop because they think Cody's gonna kill her just because she's a woman. So she sits there and says nothing. And then you forget she's even in the video, which I'm surprised I even remembered. Like, there's nothing that happens in this video. It's a 0 out of 10. And yeah, guys, that's not the worst video of this month. I'm not kidding when I tell you this was a bad month. This is a 0, and it's not even the worst video of the month. Moving on. Alright, so now after that horrible video, we get Jeffy's Lego competition. This is another really, really boring mid video. It's not as bad as the last couple. Like, it is a little bit better, I guess, but, and, you know, it sounded way more creative than it actually was. I kind of thought it would be like some of the old Jeffy videos where, like, something interesting would happen, but no. It's basically just Brooklyn guy being a big man-child and destroying a bunch of Legos, and then Marvin's like, oh my god, Jeffy's so good at building Legos, I gotta win this money. But then Brooklyn guy ends up winning the money anyways, even though he was being a fucking baby and destroying everything, so he doesn't deserve it. There's a really dumb, long, dragged-out phone call scene where he's calling up the Lego bully that he had in high school, which, for context, there's a Nintendo animation where Brooklyn guy had a Lego guy or something that was fighting him in high school and taking his women, and then they call him up and he's an old man now and he's coughing, and they do this coughing skit for like fucking 5 minutes and it just drags the whole video on. This is not a good video. Like, this is maybe like, I don't know, a 3? I guess to be nice, it's like a 3 out of 10. It is just so stupid. It's so boring. Jonathan and Cody do nothing in the video, and Brooklyn guy didn't deserve to win at all. This video was just annoying, honestly, and just forgettable. I don't have much else to say about it. I'm gonna move on. Alright, so now we get the big race. Oh wow, it's another forgettable video, and a really stupid one too. So this is a Brooklyn guy based video where it's the same cliche as, like, honestly the last video. I mean, sure, it's not about Legos, but it's the same idea where, you know, Brooklyn guy tells a story where, oh, he had a bully in high school, which we've seen this like a million times, but this time we actually get to meet him, and it's like a turtle, and this turtle character is horrible. It is the one same joke the entire character, where every time he talks, he has to really drag out his words. It's fucking annoying. It's unbearable, honestly, to sit through. He just drags out the words. Like, every sentence is just a weird dragged out joke. Like, I don't even really remember a lot of it because this is such a boring video and so stupid, but basically they're trying to compete and he's trying to win this race so he can show off because he got, you know, he lost in high school and he was embarrassed. So then they finally do the rematch, just for Brooklyn guy to lose again anyways, and then the video ends with him trying to hook up with Karen, like the turtle, and then she walks away. This video is pointless. They want you to be like, okay, Brooklyn guy's gonna rematch this turtle and win this time after high school, and they tell this whole, you know, anime background lore about, you know, him losing, but then he just loses anyways. It's fucking stupid, man. It's like a 2 out of 10 at best. It's not a very good video. I believe there was a joke in this one where Marvin's freaking out about Oreo Coke, which I was laughing at, but besides that, there's like nothing else that happens in this video that's good. It's extremely boring and frustrating because of like the turtle joke, and then Brooklyn guy just losing anyways. What a dumbass video. Moving on. Okay, now we have Abraham Lincoln. So this is finally a break from the dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of miserable recording this, which I knew it was gonna be, but like, this is a video I was actually waiting to review. So, I mean, I already did a review for it, but you know what I mean. Abraham Lincoln was actually one of the only truly good videos this month, which I was very shocked when this came out. It's just like a classic Junior Cody Joseph, like, time travel plot, where they go back in time, they're kind of having an argument about, you know, presidents, and they go back in time, and they're trying to meet Abraham Lincoln to, like, you know, settle the debate. And yeah, there's a giant in real life skit that goes on before they get there, but the in real life skit's very good, and I know some people were complaining about it, but it's a really, really well done skit with like a black and white setting, and it's like Pablo as Abraham Lincoln, and it's really creative, and I actually love the in real life skit a lot. It helps the video so much. But basically, yeah, Junior and Cody get there, and then, you know, they find out, oh, well, he's dead already, and then they go back, and then Ken's the president. I like the fact that Ken is actually involved, because whenever they do these Ken videos nowadays, Ken usually isn't a part of the idea of it. He's in it for, like, maybe a couple scenes, sure, but, you know, in this one, he actually takes over the plot a bit by the end and becomes the president. It's a very funny and creative video, and I really just wish Logan spent more effort doing videos like this month, rather than these weird, like, rushed out red couch videos where they do nothing, or they complain, or it's a weird, like, fucking Brooklyn guy, you know, just like the bullshit we've been getting all month. I wish Logan would focus more on content like this, where it's actually creative, it's interesting, you can tell he put more effort in it, and it's really funny. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one like at least an 8 out of 10. I might have overrated it a little bit when it first came out. I think I gave it like a 9 or something, but you know, it's a good video. It was very enjoyable. I laughed way more at it than I probably should have, and yeah, I liked it a lot. So I mean, it's the one little, you know, good video in a pile of dog shit this month. So I was very surprised about this, and it just kind of makes me sad because I feel like September could have been good, but instead Logan took the lazy route and fucking did cash grab videos the whole month, and I feel like he's gonna do that in October as well. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Alright, now we get what is the worst video of the month, and one of the worst, if not the worst, SML video I have ever seen in my whole life of watching this stupid channel. So we get Junior's real name. This video is one of those cliche Junior videos where everyone makes fun of him or shits on him the whole episode, but it's not even just that. This video is 100% pointless. It makes no sense. They try to, they change his name. He finds out, oh, he's named Justin, so they're trying to change the lore of it, and then they spend the entire video making fun of him because his name is Justin, just for the very end of it to be, oh, well, that's a normal name anyways. And then there's like 2 sponsorships in the video. There's the one at the beginning and there's one at the end just to remind you of the sponsorship. It's so fucking stupid. There's all these weird, pointless, rambling scenes from Brooklyn Guy too. And Jonathan comes in there and sure, that's like kind of funny. But the video is so awful. It's so frustrating. And I literally, I couldn't even review this when I did my rant on it. I barely could say anything. I was just at a loss of, of words, just because of how fucking horrible this was. Even right now, I'm like looking back, I'm just like, I don't want to talk about this video. This video is seriously so awful. It pissed me off so much. I'm gonna have to go -1 out of 10, which I did give that when I did the rant. I do think this is a negative score out of 10. It's seriously that awful, and I hated it that much. And it's just the fact that the whole month was pretty bad leading up to this video, and then he drops this just to kind of, add the crap on top of the crap pile. It is just unbelievably bad. I don't know what else to say about it. I really don't. I hate these Junior videos where they just shit on him the whole video. But, like, this time he doesn't deserve it. It's not like Junior was being a dick to Cody or Joseph in this one. No, he literally he's like, okay, my name's Justin. And then they all shit on him for, like what feels like 20 minutes of just nothing going on. It is a horrible video. Moving on. Okay, so now we get Jeffy's Happy Song. Wow, another bad video. What did you expect? It's not as bad as the last one. I mean, at least it's not unbelievably horrible, but it's still very, very bad. Something I forgot to mention too is that they changed up the classroom during this time, and it's weird that Logan put all this effort into like changing the decorations of the classroom, but not just upgrading it to high school, because let me remind you, all of the main kids are like not really kids anymore. I mean, Jeffy's like 20 years old, Junior, Cody, and Joseph are almost 18, like literally a couple years away. Like they shouldn't be in elementary anymore. It literally makes no fucking sense, but that's a whole different video. So, yeah, Jeffy's Happy Song. It's this extremely cringy, like, little kids video. It kind of reminds me of Jeffy's, like, favorite song from way back in the day, which I hated that video. He basically introduces Marvin to this song where it's like, happy, happy, happy. It's so fucking cringy. So, they played this cat song, and I guess Nintendo animated it, but it's, like, audio from somebody else's video. And it's just this song playing over and over and over again. And whenever Marvin gets mad at him, he plays the song and calms him down. And it's just so cringe. Like, I'm sitting here the whole time cringing my ass off. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that. I know people are like, oh, you probably overuse the word cringe. No, my face was fucking hurting while watching this because it feels like it's made for a 2-year-old. I was cringing so hard watching this video. There's a whole thing with Goodman where he comes over there and he has a gun, and it's kind of funny because they play the song and he's waving the gun around because he's gonna kill Marvin. It's kind of funny, but this video is awful. It was not enjoyable to me. It's a dumb plot. It's a dumb song. It's dragged out. Sure, the Goodman scene is funny, and I guess it's why I'll give this like maybe a 1 out of 10. It had something in it that was enjoyable, but most of this video was just a huge letdown. Moving on. Alright, now we have Brooklyn Guy Gets Robbed. So I actually had a review recorded for this that I was going to drop like a week ago or whatever when it came out, but I sounded so sad in it. Like, I wasn't even angry. I was just so disappointed that I deleted the review. I was like, I cannot upload this. And I know, you're probably thinking, why are you uploading this if you're so miserable and angry in it? It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I have to do the recaps. Like, I like doing them usually, but with this one, I just feel like I have to let out all my frustration about this month. Because I'm going to go off on a tangent right now before I get into this video, but a lot of people are pretending that this month, is just like any other SML month, and it's pretty good, or it's like average. But no, there was a very obvious drop-off in September, and I'll talk about this more at the end of the video, but it's just weird. A lot of people pretend nothing else changed or happened. So yeah, Brooklyn guy gets robbed. It's not very good. It's not terrible, though I will say that it's maybe a 4 out of 10 at best. But that's not good. It's barely mid, which, considering that's one of the better videos of the month, that's not good. So anyways, it's basically his house gets robbed by these Russian guys, which I don't find the Russian guys funny. I think they're really annoying, and they're really unfunny. I don't really get the whole Russian guys joke. They steal his whole house, basically. He was watching Max Keeble's move, which they bring that joke back, which, keep in mind, that joke's gonna come back again. But yeah, he basically dilly-dallies, fucking just dicks around the whole video, because he's like going to all these different places and calling these people and messing with Tom Brady, and somehow he ends up at Marvin's house, and he's like bitching at Marvin about his house being stolen, and this all leads up to him finally talking to the Russian guys, just to not want to have his furniture back. So he's just like, oh, I don't want that back anyway. So the whole fucking video is pointless. It's very boring. I guess one positive of it is that I like the little transitions, like they're kind of like Batman transitions with Brooklyn guy's face, like da-na-na-na, like that's kind of funny, but this video is not a very good video. They run around in circles and then he doesn't get any of his stuff back, so it's just boring. Like, I guess there's a good jokes in it here and there, but it's not a good video. It's dumb. It's very dumb. But it isn't terrible. It's not like extremely frustrating, right? Like about a 4 out of 10 at best for me. I didn't really enjoy it, but I guess it was better than some of the other stuff this month. So, yeah, moving on. Alright, so now we get one of the only other better videos of the month. There's not a lot of these, obviously. We're getting pretty close to the end of the month. Jeffy goes to a Diddy party. I still can't get over that title. I reviewed this a few days ago. It is a hilarious video. It's basically just Logan and them hopping on the trend of P. Diddy and him getting arrested, and they kind of make their own little skit about it. It's actually a pretty solid video, but it's 100% clickbait as fuck, which I'm not, I made a whole video about this issue, but Jeffy's not in the video. I mean, he's in there for like maybe a scene or two, but it's not about him at all. It's just obviously about the P. Diddy character they introduced, and like, yeah, it's funny, and the song's pretty good at the end. Like, it's not a bad video, and I kind of like when Marvin was interacting with like Joseph and them. Like, that was kind of cool. But I don't know, this is just a very stupid video. Like, I can't believe they actually put this together. You could kind of tell they just threw this out because, oh, it's gonna get a lot of views, and it did perform better than most of their, recent content, but it's just a mess of a video. I'd have to go 7 out of 10 on this one. Something that annoyed me in the original upload is that they left this, like, Joseph scene in there for a whole minute where he, like, basically fucked up the line, and then it was, like, a minute of them trying to redo the line, and it was so horrible. Like, I called that out in my review, but Logan did actually go back and fix that. I want to mention that. Like, I am aware of that. He came back, he fixed the issue. I'm surprised he did that, considering he usually leaves in all the mistakes. This one was really bad, so I'm glad he fixed it, but yeah, that's about it. 7 out of 10. One of the best videos of the month, but that's not saying a lot considering this is a P. Diddy video, and also it's a 7, so that's not great. It's just like, come on, Logan. Come on, what happened, Logan? Anyways, moving on. Alright, to end the video off, or the month off, we have Cody's big move. So, just like the month began with some pretty terrible videos, it ends with a pretty terrible video. Fitting, huh? Another terrible video to end off this horrible month. So, Cody's big move is essentially a parody of the, like, Disney film Max Keeble's Big Move, which, keep in mind, this is what I mentioned earlier, fucking, it's gonna come back. Well, this is it coming back. For some stupid reason, they decided to take the Max Keeble joke, turn it into an entire episode, and make it about Cody, where, oh, he thinks he's gonna leave the town, and, he does all this shit to these people, and is, like, acting like a dickhead towards everyone, and then his parents tell him they're not gonna be moving, so, and then he's like, oh my god, I'm not just gonna move, and then he has to, like, get tortured. Now, for some reason, they don't include the torture scene, which I'm kind of glad they didn't, because, like, if you remember the Max Keeble movie, which I actually did watch it, it's not a very good movie, which is also why, this isn't a very good video. It's a terrible movie to parody, but whatever. He doesn't get tortured. At the end of the movie, it kind of happens with Max Keeble, or it's like everyone's after him, but that doesn't even happen. They just end the video off in the laziest way possible, where Cody just gets the phone call, and then Junior's like, oh, you realize you told everybody you weren't gonna, like, you were gonna do this and that, and you were being an asshole to them, and he's like, yeah, fuck, and then it just ends. It's so stupid. This is not a good video. The biggest problem with it, though, is it's not even that it's a bad parody. Like, the movie's bad itself, so whatever, right? No, it's completely unrelated to anything. It's the homophobe joke. The homophobe joke goes on for the entire video. They keep doing it over and over and over again, and it's not a good joke. They fucking ram that shit into the ground until it's not even funny anymore. And like I said, like, it didn't even start off good. Like, it's not a good joke. So the whole video is just a waste of time. Like, I mean, this was easily the most predictable video this month, too. And I want to mention, Junior's birthday was happening when this came out, so Logan 100% forgot about Junior's birthday. Granted, he probably will upload it in October, so, don't, like, quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure if he forgot, but a lot of people are claiming he forgot, and it does kind of seem like he just completely forgot about the birthday video. Which he remembered Cody's birthday, and he remembers Jeffy's, so I don't know why he would forget Junior's, but whatever. Bad video, guys. I'm gonna have to go 1 out of 10 on it. I reacted to it on stream. I believe I gave it a 1 out of 10 on there. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10 on here. And yeah, that's September 2024. What a miserable downfall of a month for this channel. I mean, August wasn't that bad looking back. August actually had some variety of some pretty good videos, some decent videos, and some meh videos. And then the ending of it is when it really started getting bad. And I was hoping September would improve that pretty quickly, but no, unfortunately what I feared was gonna happen, happened. The entire month ended up being miserable shitty video after shitty video, besides Abraham Lincoln, which was good, and like, I guess the Jeffy goes to a Diddy party, which is only really good because it's a dumb situation with the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But like, this whole month was just cluttered with awful videos, bad pacing, just terrible, like, character interactions, like with Junior's real name, how they're all making fun of him, just really lazy red couch videos like Cody the Killer. It's pretty much, like, all I can say about September is it's pretty much the best example of, like, all of Logan's problems into one month, right? Like, some months showcase it better, some months don't really showcase it as well. This one showcases all the problems with modern day Logan. Like, just tons of filler, tons of Brooklyn guy, tons of just bullshit ideas, tons of weird parodies and stupid tropes that he's trying to throw in there. It's everything wrong with modern day Logan, and it is a god-awful month. He had a couple good videos, but compared to everything else that was pretty terrible, I can't give this month a very high score, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to give it, like, at least, I'd say maybe a 3 out of 10. Maybe that's being too generous, but I'll give it a 3 just because, like, there were a couple good videos, and, like, Impractical Jokesters wasn't all bad. But, I mean, this month was a shameful month for Logan, and I seriously hope he improves in October. Do I think he's gonna improve in October? Nope, because the Halloween-themed videos are coming back, and it's just gonna be a bunch of dumb parodies again, and I'm pretty sure I'll be correct on that when Halloween comes by, but yeah, I don't have much faith for October. I think it's also gonna be bad. I don't know, this month has seriously made me consider quitting Logan, and I hate to say that, but, I found SML recently, and they're way better, and I might make a whole video on that. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. It's a 3 out of 10. Let me know what you thought about this horrible month, and take care. Stay lit, peace out, all that, and damn. What a shame, Logan. What a shame. See you guys.